South Africa just absolutely dominated New Zealand in a huge T20 World Cup clash, snagging a key victory on Saturday, February 14, 2026. The game, which went down at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, India, saw South Africa really put the brakes on New Zealand's batters before then chasing down the runs. This massive win sends the Proteas straight into the Super 8s of the tournament. The big credit for South Africa's success has to go to fast bowler Mark Jansen, whose amazing performance really messed up New Zealand's batting early on. Jansen's brilliant spell was key to keeping the Black Caps' score down, really highlighting just how much was on the line in this group stage match at the World Cup. This win isn't just a huge step forward for South Africa in the tournament, but it also spices up that classic, long-standing rivalry between these two top cricketing nations even more. Mark Jansen just had a career-best day for South Africa in their T20 World Cup clash, grabbing 4 wickets for just 40 runs in his 4 overs. Thrown the ball in the 4th over, Jansen made an instant impact. Even after giving up an early 6, he still managed to get Tim Seifert out. And he wasn't done there. He kept tearing through New Zealand's top order, snagging both Rachin Ravindra and Finn Allen in the 6th over. His 4th wicket, his quadruple, came in the 14th over when he sent Mark Chapman packing, really putting the brakes on New Zealand's scoring momentum. This was Jansen's maiden 4-wicket haul in T20 Internationals, and it really showed off his knack for generating steep bounce and making the most of the conditions. It was absolutely crucial to South Africa's strategy of keeping New Zealand's runs in check. Ultimately, that aggressive and super accurate spell he bowled was a massive factor in limiting New Zealand to just 175 for 7 in their full 20 overs. New Zealand's innings? Well, despite a shaky start, their middle order really stepped up. Mark Chapman ended up being the top scorer for the Black Caps, hitting a crucial 48 runs off just 26 balls, including 6 fours and 2 sixes. Daryl Mitchell also chipped in with some vital support, scoring 32 off 24. These two put together a crucial 74-run partnership, really trying to steady things and build a decent total. But South Africa's bowlers kept the pressure on the whole time, which stopped New Zealand from really hitting the accelerator in those later stages. Corbin Bosch was particularly effective with his death bowling, and he even snagged the big wicket of Mitchell Santner, which really put a dent in New Zealand's hopes for a bigger score. This recent T20 World Cup match? It's just the latest chapter in what's always a really fierce rivalry between New Zealand and South Africa. Now, if we look back at their last big showdown, a T20I Tri-Series in Zimbabwe back in July 2025, New Zealand absolutely dominated. They beat the Proteas in all 3 games. For example, on July 22, New Zealand comfortably chased down 135 runs, winning by 7 wickets, thanks in large part to Tim Seifert's awesome unbeaten 66. And earlier in that same series, on July 16, New Zealand put up 173 and then completely defended it against South Africa's 152. That secured them a 21-run victory. While Dual Brevis chipped in with 35 for South Africa, Matt Henry was a star with the ball, grabbing some crucial wickets. So, that series really highlighted New Zealand's capability in the shorter format, showing us just how much these two formidable teams battle it out, with fortune swinging back and forth in recent history. Alright, so the rivalry between New Zealand and South Africa? It's always super intense, no matter what format of cricket they're playing. Now, if you look at the overall picture, South Africa actually has the upper hand head-to-head against New Zealand in tests, one-day internationals, and even 2020s. Just in T20s, for example, South Africa's bagged 11 wins out of 17 matches against the Kiwis. But here's the thing, despite that historical advantage, New Zealand really has a knack for stepping up and delivering big performances in those high-stakes tournaments. And you often see individual players just absolutely light up these matchups. A perfect example? New Zealand's Matt Henry, who took an incredible 7 wickets for just 23 runs against South Africa in a test back in February 2022. So, this ongoing rivalry? It just keeps cricket fans completely hooked, with every single match proving the incredible competitive spirit and deep strategy these two national teams bring to the international stage.